Okay, so now we've been through all that. So, what's really driving expenses in higher ed? Is it the faculty? Is it administrative bloat, which we hear about all the time? Is it the growth in all these staff positions because colleges are expected to be everything to everybody? Is it the cost of all these facilities? What's driving the expense?
So let's be clear, spending per student has been consistently rising across all of higher ed. I mean, what public, private, 2-year, 4-year, however you look at it, spending just goes up, 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 up. When you break that down functionally and you break it down into categories, spending on instruction continues to decline as a percentage of total expense. So, of course, you could be spending more, but it's a smaller percentage as total spending goes up. So, therefore, spending on non instructional things outside of the academic side of the house goes up. Now, you can talk about administrative bloat. It's a term, that we hear. One thing that strikes me is that inside that administrative spending, there's a lot of things that people probably like and want, like information technology or counseling and advising services that are taking up larger and larger amounts of total spending. To me, what's interesting is this lack of an understanding of return on investment in higher ed. And so, again, we tend to focus on total spending in categories, but we really don't talk about what we're getting for it. And when you look at that, for instance, on the academic side of the house, what do we see? Faculty across all sectors are teaching fewer and fewer credit hours. Those lines go down. That's not good. That means we're less efficient, and that drives up cost. We see that institutions are adding more higher paid managerial positions on that administrative side without a clear connection to student success and outcomes. So we see contributors in terms of total spending, but also inside total spending. And I think it's because we're not looking at what we get for that spending. I will say, however, there is one bright spot that sometimes gets ignored, and that's completions. So I just talked about outcomes a minute ago. Completions are up across almost all of higher education. So good job, higher ed. You're getting more students to the finish line. And here's the connection back to spending. The cost to produce those completions is declining. So it means that as more completions happen, at least that rate of change is going up faster than what's happening with increases in spending. And it actually is a bright spot for higher ed. We are producing more for less.